Still trying to figure out where I was going with this. When I raise the frame up, of course it's going to hit the tie bar. So maybe I should have got a setup that had the tie bar in the front. Yeah, so I don't really know where I was going with that. So we'll have to regroup on that a little bit, but we'll figure something out. But let's take a look at something else I got out here. Well, what is that? I believe that might just be a donor vehicle. Cabin chassis rear end, 8 inches narrower than a normal dually. Truck's not in that bad a shape, sorta kinda. Like they say, it's got good bones. The old flatbed's a little rusty, but I got a plan for that too. What is that? 5-speed. Might be somebody's home right there. I took a quick look and I thought, man, I'm gonna throw a battery box on this thing and see if it won't fire up. So I did. And of course, it didn't do anything. And then I saw this. Wiring harness is gone. Seem to be missing a little bit of wiring harness. Plug up what we got. I don't know what the top two went to unless it was front end light. I think the front end, the light wiring harness from the front end is missing. See what happens when we turn the key. All right, we got that back together. Let's go find something to go on that. Turns out to be a quarter. Making a little connection. See what happens when we turn the key. All right, I think I got a better connection now. I think it's gonna run. Maybe I should check the oil. It's got some liquid in there. Don't need that. Well, the coil wire is off. Oh, the coil wire's off. All right, yeah. We gotta have that hooked up. And that, and that. Looks like we're missing a coil. So I was told it ran, but the transmission was bad. So I'd really like to get it running to just see what's going on with the transmission before I tear it apart. So let's go see if we can find some parts for this thing. All right, we got back from the parts store. Put a couple things together and see what happens. We'll use the adjustable. All right, I got the fan on. Got the belt, a new coil here. One's on. I don't know how this mounted. All right, holy crap, damn spider. So I'm hoping none of those wires that are missing go to the fuel pump. I can make no promises. All right, we got a couple more things hooked up. Hook up the battery and turn it over, see what happens. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I had going on before, and I can't, unless that was the setup. With everything above the frame, I just don't know. I had this bar across here, and that really was just for alignment purposes overall, to get everything perfectly straight across. And now I've come back and cut them off so that I can put the nut on the end of this joint. I think this is where I was going with it some 7-8 years ago. I know that we want, I think it's 7 degrees. 7 to 12 degrees, something like that. I'm also trying to figure out if I had some actual geometry going on. I made these at some point. I don't know if I measured a wheel that I was going to use, or I don't know how I came up with this distance. Seems like I remember trying to set the camber on those arms, but I don't know. we see. Really need to cut this thing. Dead battery, bad blade. Great combination. Good billy club. I believe the cross member's got to come out. All right, got it out. Didn't make too big a mess. Only had to cut a little bit of everything. Onward and upward.